Hello friends, I'm Rich Larson and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today we are here live in my favorite place to ride, Del, Utah. Favorite place to ride in winter. The sand track is mint in winter. Right now it's going to be a little bit dry, it's going to be a little bit gnarly, and we've got a fun episode for you guys today. So as you can see, we've got two bikes. We've got the Beta 300 2022 Race Edition that I've been riding constantly. I love this bike. And the new TM300 4-stroke. Now, you guys can check out the full review on the TM300 4-stroke right here. I kind of break down the characteristics of this machine. On the other side of things, we have the Beta 300. Now, of course, you guys know I've been riding this thing a lot. I love the machine. In fact, I was just out here last week doing some turn track on it, and I thought we should compare these two machines in a lap time challenge. So what I'm going to do today is two 30-minute motos, one on the 4-stroke, one on the 2-stroke, and we're going to compare lap times, fastest lap, slowest lap, heart rate, everything, and really show you guys what the differences are between these two machines. So I came up with a plan for how I'm going to execute this test. I plan to do the TM300 4-stroke first. Now, the 4-stroke's going to get a little bit of an advantage because I think I'm going to be less tired on the first moto than I will be on the second moto on this Beta. But last week, as I said, I did a test, a 30-minute moto already. So I have those lap times on this Beta from last week. So we can kind of compare the two if I am extremely tired during the second moto, but we'll still have the lap times from the second moto on the Beta. Now, again, the TM 4-stroke, it's killer on the turn track. So I'm thinking that it's going to be faster, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I've done more laps on the 300. So we're gonna find out. Again, we're gonna have all the info for you guys. It's gonna be a super fun one. And let's get started right now with a 30-minute moto. I'm not looking forward to it on the TM 300 4-stroke. Let's go. Put it on upside down. Don't care.
28 laps.
Okay, 30-minute moto just got done. That was really challenging. So the sand out here, last week it was like hero dirt, right? It's like super moist and perfect. This week, it's the driest, worst stuff I've ever ridden. So my lap times are probably gonna be slower than the beta lap times last week. But that being said, I mean, this soil, there's a lot of salt in it. We live in the Great Salt Lake, right? So there's a lot of salt in it. It dries so fast, makes it really sugary, makes the training that much harder. And super, super, super challenging. I really was breathing hard out there. 194 max on my heart rate. So I'll put all this stuff up on the screen. We just burnt 30-minute moto. We just burnt 575 calories. So not a bad workout. I'm tired. The four-stroke, I felt like at first I didn't really have to work that hard. And, you know, I'm going off of memory of the last one. And I'm not really looking forward to the next 30-minute moto, but I'm going to get after it. That being said, I felt like the four-stroke, I didn't have to work so hard. It's in the right power. In fact, a couple times I couldn't tell what gear I was in because the power range on a four-stroke is just so long. And I mean, that's why we see so many of them in the faster styles of riding, motocross, supercross, enduro, all of that. But that being said, who knows? I might get on the two-stroke and beat the time. Like I said, I'm probably more comfortable on the beta. So we got another 30-minute moto. I'm gonna recover a little bit here and yeah, get after it. But that heart rate, man, that's 194 for a 33-year-old that's up there. So feeling good. We were hammering down. It's gonna be a good one and I'm ready for the next one. All right, we just got done with the second 30-minute moto on the beta. I'm definitely tired, so let's run it back a little bit. First off, the TM300. Again, my average heart rate was 177, my max was 194, 575 calories burnt, a brutal 30-minute moto. I felt solid on the bike. You know, I feel fast on a four-stroke. especially on the turn track style stuff. So I was really expecting my average to be quite a bit faster comparatively to the beta. Now, the average on the TM was 106.15, so 106 minute lap times. Pretty fast, pretty fast, 106.15. After that, I get on the beta, I go out, and I gotta say I was super surprised on the way that I felt. I felt faster, I'll be honest. I felt faster on the beta. And I think it comes down to the engine braking. On this course, it's extremely technical. This is like over-the-top technical sand track, okay? Most sand tracks are a little faster, you're up in the higher revs. That engine braking is gonna help you at a higher speed. It kind of sometimes feels like you can charge a little longer into every corner. But here, this course is so technical, I'm like on and off the throttle so much. I get on the beta, and that like coasting kind of feeling of the two-stroke, man, honestly, I felt way more comfortable almost immediately. So that was really surprising to me. As I'm going through, I'm going, man, I feel like I'm riding really fast. Now, I did make a little bit of a mistake. I looked at my lap times after I did the 30-minute moto on the TM. As I was looking at my lap times during the beta lap, I was kind of obsessing on how fast I was going, and it was kind of breaking my concentration. And in fact, I did crash during that moto on the beta. That time, we averaged it in for one of them, and then we took it out just to see, because of course that crash, it cost me like 22 seconds or something. Now, the average without the crash on the beta, 106 flat, okay? So essentially my average was 0.15 of a second faster than on the TM on the beta. That's if we take away that crash. Again, that crash costed me 22 seconds. The average with the crash was a 108. Again, I was kind of breaking concentration. After that crash, and you can look at the times, I actually really got into the zone and I started to really flow on the beta. I feel like the two-stroke is more flickable. Maybe it just suits my style. The bikes are set up really, really similarly. You know, I make sure the suspension feels quite similar. They're both KYB. Took me a little bit to dial them in earlier when I was doing the first test on the TM. We're running the same tires, JX8 rear, VX30 front. These tires have about the same amount of hours on them. Everything is very, very similar. Again, I felt like I was faster, and I was slightly faster, I believe, on the beta. Again, maybe it's just my style. Maybe I'm a two-stroke guy. I love the TM. It's a killer bike, but I was a little bit surprised. I thought I was gonna smoke the time on the TM. You gotta take into consideration as well, that was my second moto. 2 30-minute motos, I'm not gonna lie, I was super tired in that second one, and just so you know, the average was still a 177 heart rate average, but a 200 maximum heart rate during the moto. I'll put it up on the screen here. You can see I was giving her, especially there on that last bit. That's a higher heart rate than I'm supposed to be able to do. But yeah, giving it out there. Felt solid. Again, man, I gotta say, I love the beta. I don't ride for beta. I don't ride for anybody. But I'll tell you what, I sure do love the bike. I like them both. I like any bike. They're all rad. But I might have one of these in the garage at all times. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's kind of a fun little comparison. Not super scientific. Whatever. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at IRC Moto, my personal Instagram page at RichLarson511. And until next time, keep shredding.